Welcome, welcome, welcome. TBW Clips. I am Tyson. Today, migrants in New York City, they are demanding rights. Migrants are illegal aliens. Let's check out this video.
You've got about 100 of these migrants, the newcomers. They put out a list to the mayor of 13 demands they've got to get if they wanted the city to get them out of there.
Governor Hochul and Mayor Adams put up a neon sign saying, "Come on in. New York's open for business to allow anyone from any country to vote in our elections and be represented in."
So they have a list of demands. People who aren't supposed to be here have a list of demands of what they want. Where are these demands in their own country? I don't understand this. Why don't they demand protests in their own countries to get what they want? Most of them over here, I believe, is not for asylum, but for better job opportunities. So you're coming from a socialist country, help make the country a capitalist country. This doesn't make any sense. I digress.
Our government. Now, thankfully, our courts have stopped reckless attempts to allow non-citizens to vote. Illegal immigrants know that if they cross the border and ask to be sent to New York, they'll be fed, clothed, housed, and even given a debit card.
One thing Governor Abbott and Mayor Adams agree on is that the border problem is a Biden problem.
There's only one reason why this is happening, and that's because Joe Biden has eliminated all of the 4 policies that Donald Trump put in place that led to the lowest illegal border crossings in 40 years.
That's crazy. So we had the lowest crossings in 40 years under Donald Trump. Biden comes in and reverses, 4 key things that allowed that to happen. And now we have the most immigrants probably in history coming over right now.
We're in New York City, and we are overwhelmed with illegal immigrants. Over 130,000, maybe more, have passed through. We expect about 80,000 still here. In some beautiful hotels they're now revisiting. They've destroyed soccer fields over at Randall's Island.
This story is going to have you scratching your head. I think these migrants who have set up an encampment...
You mean newcomers?
Right, the migrant newcomers who set up the encampment under that bridge. I think they've been watching cable TV because they've obviously been watching the protesters at college campuses. And what do all the protesters want? They've got a list of demands. You want us to, stop protesting? We've got a list of demands. So,
gosh, look at some of these demands. Food with fresh, culturally appropriate ingredients, no pre-made meals. They want shower access without time limits, medical professional visits. You can't kick people out of housing after 30 days without something stable established. They want a free immigration lawyer. They want employment support, no more law enforcement monitoring 24/7 in the shelters, transportation for kids to and from school.
Here is how to be a video gamer forever in less than 60 seconds. Now hear me out. If you're anything like me, then you love...
We had a commercial, guys. Sorry about that.
Transportation for kids to...
Well, this is crazy. Man. Imagine you going into a country. Let's just say a group of 10 of your friends or associates. You guys go to another country and start demanding things. This is crazy. You're going to get laughed at, kicked out. First off, they're not even going to let you in illegally. Like I said before, why don't they make these demands in their own country? I'm sure. Are they not allowed to protest in their respective countries? If they're not allowed to protest, this is a... You need to stand up for the folks there, for the people there, instead of going to another country and demanding that that country take care of you instead of your own country that you're coming from, right? That doesn't make any sense to me.
And from school, just to name a few.
Right, but their mayor has allowed this to happen because he's a liberal mayor who thinks to come one, come all. Now his city, which was struggling anyway, is now on its heels, and they're trying to get this eyesore and this problem out of their way. It's costing people money. It's costing people access to roads. And now they want to, in the perfect world, pack up and send them to New York.
Each week, thousands of single adults and families arrive here on buses from border states, and finding housing for everyone has become increasingly difficult. So Mayor Eric Adams is floating an idea, asking private homeowners to share their space. Those willing will be paid by the city.
It's cheaper and it's a good investment for us to go to a family and assist them instead of placing people in large congregate settings or in these emergency hotels.
And he's already created controversy for previous plans to house
You've got to be kidding me. Are you serious? We have all kind of homeless people here that are citizens, homeless people that are citizens. You've never once asked the American citizens to house those citizens. Why illegals? So they can vote for you in the elections? Because the regular citizens aren't voting for you anymore? Is that what's going on here? I wish I could say that, but illegal immigration has been going on for I don't know how long. But this is the most illegal immigration we've had in our history, I believe.
Such as housing men in tents on the Orchard Beach parking lot, then Randall's Island, both scrapped amid flooding concerns. Placing migrants in school gyms fell flat with parents and students. Starting next month, nearly 1,000 migrants will be housed in 50 churches and houses of worship. These faith-based shelters will be open from 7 at night to 7 in the morning. The migrants will then be moved to daytime centers, which will also be faith-based operated, but paid for by the city. Another option to shelter migrants, the old postal warehouse at JFK Airport. The FAA just gave its approval, saying the space has adequate security and safety plans in place for housing.
What's your view of all the migrants in New York City right now?
I believe that we have to have a better plan. The migrants right here are using a lot of our services, crowding our streets, and aren't allowed to work. It's a desperate situation.
I don't think we have the capacity to hold all those people, in a sense. But it's also like we can't just leave those people. So I don't know what we would really do.
Yes, you can. You're leaving Americans every day on the streets.
For free? For free.
Damn, that's a nice little deal they got going on. Do I like that? I would say no. I don't. I would say I don't.
You know, here in New York, we're going to spend $53 million to give all the migrants $1,000 a month.
Dreadful?
Dreadful?
That's your money?
Make this man the president.
I'd like $1,000 a month.
Yeah, me too.
With the ongoing migrant crisis in New York State, my district has sadly been on the front lines of Democrat policies that reward those that have broken our laws to come into this country illegally.
Hey, did you know you can learn 100 songs on piano in 1 hour? No way.
That's crazy. Yeah, a lot of this has to do with policies, right? Sanctuary cities. Allowing for illegal aliens, illegal migrants, whatever word you want to use, they're here illegally. They're not supposed to be here. While there are American citizens out on the streets who need services and help, this is crazy. Is this all about being reelected for Joe Biden? All these migrants? Is he going to find a way to allow them to be able to vote? I don't think he can. We have a good court judicial system. Let's hope everything holds up. This is absolutely ridiculous. I think they should all be shipped back to where they're coming from, and there are plenty of other countries en route to America that they could stop and claim asylum. So this isn't, I don't think, an asylum claim. These guys just want better economic opportunity, but they can't work, right? They shouldn't be able to work. They're here illegally. They shouldn't be able to get our services either. So we have a whole section of our government that is socialist, and taking care of people who are not supposed to be here with the socialized section of our government. It's just crazy. Let me know down in the comments if you think I'm wrong, if you think there's something that should be done. Do you think Biden is doing this on purpose? Let me know. Do you think these are Democrat policies? Let me know down in the comments, and I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for joining me and watching, and you guys have a great day.